Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If it's your first time watching, you're welcome. If it's not your first time watching, you're also welcome. I love you so much. Last week we recreated an Instagram makeup look, so we decided to try out something similar today. This time we are recreating a makeup look from Pinterest, and we hope you enjoy it. So if you're not subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, click on that bell so you receive a notification whenever we upload a new video. Let's get started.
So guys, the base of this makeup look is partly complete. Let's just move on to contour. Now to contour, I'm using the dark peach tone shade from the Gulflower Palette, and I'm just being light-handed on this one because too much of it can make the contour look very dark, because it's supposed to be a bronzing shade for this skin tone, and I'm going to take the tiniest bit of that to contour the nose as well. So that's the base all complete, because I did the rest off camera to save some time. And right now I'm using the MAC cream concealer in the shade 005 as the eyeshadow base. I applied this with a flat brush, the same one I used to cut the eyebrows, and then later used my finger to blend it in so we don't have any harsh line around the edge of the contour and the outer corner of the eyes. So to start building up the transition on the eyes, I'm starting off with this red shade from the Gulflower Palette, and this color is going to the inner corner of the eye. And to apply, I'm tapping the brush on the eyelid, and as you can see, the pigmentation on this red eyeshadow is damn. So I'm going to apply that at the inner corner and kind of blend it into the nose contour, and use circular motions to blend around the edges to prevent any harsh lines whatsoever, because we wouldn't want that on our eyeshadow look. And then right next to the red, I'm taking this orange shade from the Gulflower Palette still, and I'm going to apply that using tapping motions first of all to lay down transition, and then I'm going to use that to blend in the red shade some more. And while doing this, the orange faded a bit because it's a neutral shade, but I restored back the pigment, and when adding back the pigment, I blended the red shade all the way into the nose contour for a little more dimension. I bet you've guessed and seen already, I'm just laying down the colors of the rainbow on the eyes. So next to that orange shade, we'll be skipping out on the yellow and go straight to the green. I'm applying this with a smaller brush and blending it into the orange. To apply the blue, I'm using that same small brush, and I'm applying that at the outer corner of the upper and lower lid to form the outer V. When doing this, I kind of drag the blue inwards towards the inner corner of the eye, because we're not going to do any cut crease today, and I didn't want to leave any spaces uncovered, so I blended that in to cover any remaining spaces that might be left out. So when we apply the actual color on the eyelid, the space won't be visible. And then lastly, I'm using this purple shade from the Conceal Palette to complete the transition. I'm going to apply this at the outermost part of the eyes, and I'm going to drag that all the way upwards towards the tail of the eyebrows. I'm using tapping motions first of all, and then blending that into the blue eyeshadow for a very smooth transition. Speaking of the eyelid, I'm using a baby pink shade mixed with a bit of red on a flat fluffy brush, and I'm going to apply that on the actual eyelid only halfway through and leave the rest of the areas where I covered with the blue and purple eyeshadow shades. So to draw the wing, I'm using a regular liquid liner from MAC, and I'm going to keep that wing very short so as not to take away from the actual eyeshadow look, and then I'm going to draw that to the inner corner of the eyes, keeping the line as close to the natural lash line as possible. For the lower lash line, I'll be starting off with light purple at the outer corner, and then I'll use a bit of luminous green at the inner corner. A little bit of highlights at the inner corner of the eyes using the Sleek Sun Shimmer Highlighter in the shade 001. I'll be mixing these two eyeshadow shades for blush, and I'll be using that at the left side of the face only. I'm going to blend this into the contour so as to hide any harsh lines that might have been left behind from the baking powder which I used to bake the face. To set the makeup, I'm using the MAC Fix Plus in the Goldlite edition. To highlight, I'm using this pink shimmer shade on the cheek only, and I'm going to do this highlights only on the left side of the face since we're not going to be doing any artwork on this area. And then some real highlighter on the nose and the brow bone. So moving on to the face now. If you noticed from before, when I started with this makeup look, I didn't contour on this side of the face, so I'm contouring right now with the same red shade I used on the eyelid, and I kind of went crazy with this red eyeshadow shade, and I used a fluffy brush to apply this. For the cheekbone contour, it's going to be an orange shade, and for this I'm using tapping motions to apply because, like I said before, this orange shade is a neutral shade and it disappears when you blend it in. So I had to build up the pigments by using tapping motions first, and then on areas that I needed to blend to prevent harsh lines, I blended in. On the area where I would do the reverse contour, I'm using a smaller brush to apply the same green shade which I used on the eyes, and then using a fluffy brush to apply the luminous green on top of that to fade it a little bit. Then on the jawline area is still the same purple shade I used at the outer V on the eyeshadow, and then I'm going to do some more blending on the whole right side of the face. To add in the clouds, I'm using a flat brush and some white concealer. I'm literally just doing some curves and arcs and little circles, joining them together and blending downwards as well to form the shape of a cloud. I'm going to use the same concealer to add in the stars, but this time I'm using the pencil liner. And this brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Follow me on my social media platforms, and I'll be seeing you all in my next video. Bye.
Purchase your tracks today.
I just wanna be alone.